What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to another episode, guys. We're here in beautiful Pensacola Pier. Today I'm doing a little bit something different for y'all. You guys have asked for some reviews on some of the rods that I have been using on the pier in a couple last months. So for those that are new to pier fishing or looking to get on pier fishing and looking for some rods, this video will definitely help you guys out. Now, last few months it's been very good for pier fishing. So if you're going out there for the first time or getting some more rods, this video will definitely help you guys out. If you've never seen my channel before, welcome to the channel. Got a lots of pier fishing tips and videos if you guys want to check them out. I'll leave it in the playlist down below. So we're gonna get into this video. I'm gonna go over 5 rods you need to own right now, especially if you're going into pier fishing or getting into it. This will definitely help you guys out. Now, I'm not sponsored by none of these companies, but I still want to go ahead and give them a review and see if you guys like it. Especially right now with the holidays coming up, you guys can definitely check them out. All right, let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this rod review. Now, I'll be showing you the prices on these rods, the size, the line capacity, and what you could use them for. Now, let's start off with a contour rod. I've had this rod for about 4 years. It is a 7-foot rod, extra light rod. I have it paired with a Shimano Sustain 4000. Now, what do I use this rod on the pier? This rod on the pier I've been using lately, if you guys have been seeing the videos, for small whitings, for lures, for pompanos, for jigs. This is a rod you could use often in casting and casting out and won't hurt your shoulders out as much. Now, the rod value for this rod, it could be from $64 all the way to $78 depending on where you get it. Now, I'll be leaving the link down below to all the rods that I'm reviewing today. This is called a contour rod. One more time, about $74 extra light. Now, that is the first rod choice, especially for those that are getting into pier fishing and are throwing little spoons, little jigs, or fishing for small pompanos or small whitings. This rod does not have a lot of backbone, but it is extremely light, and that is why I use it, guys. So we're getting into rod number 2. All right, let's get into that. All right, we're getting into rod number 2, and this is called my medium light rod. This is a 6'6" rod. Now, this is called a Shakespeare ugly stick, a little beefier than the other one that I had, and this is a rod that I have with a Shimano 5000 Sustain. Now, when do I use this rod on the pier? This rod I use when I'm using for smaller fish like pompanos, like small permits, like small jacks, mangrove snappers, and sheephead. Now, when do I use it? Like I said, when I'm using live bait like shrimp or small live baits. Why do I use it on the pier? It is a little bit thicker. Price for this rod is about $54 to all the way to $69, and depending on the size. This one I've had for about 4 years. And like I said, it's very good for the smaller medium fish. And this is when I recommend it for you guys. It definitely helps out when taking them out under the pier. So that is rod number 2, which is called the Shakespeare ugly stick tiger light rod. All right, let's get into rod number 3. All right, everybody, let's get into rod number 3, which is called the Penn Rampage. Now, this is a medium heavy rod, guys. As you can see right now in the bottom, it is a little bit thicker, but this rod is a 7-foot rod. It is a little bit thicker. Like I said, price for this rod depends on where you get it. Go from $54 all the way to $80. Now, like I said, you can get it on Amazon. I'll leave the link down below. Now, when do I like to use this medium heavy rod? It is when I'm usually fishing up close under the pier or not too far. This rod I like to use when I'm fishing with live big baits, especially when you're going for those big redfish, snook, permits that go under the pier. That's when you want to use this rod, especially when you need that backbone to help you take those fish out of that area. That is exactly when you want to use this rod. If you guys have seen some of my episodes, I've gotten probably my biggest redfish on this pier, which is a 48, and this rod definitely helped me out take him out. The reason why I did is because of the backbone area. with the other rod that I went over with. They're a little bit lighter, so not much support in the back. So if you guys are looking for a good rod to throw big live baits on the jetties, on the pier, or any bridge, I definitely recommend this Penn rod bait. So that is rod number 3. So we're gonna get into rod number 4, guys. All right, let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, might be one of the rods that I'm using a lot right now, especially on the pier in this time of year. Now, a lot of you guys have asked me why I'm using this rod. It is called the Ninja Dagger. It is made out of North Carolina. I actually know him, Matt Poe. He makes this rod extremely light. Now, it is 8'6", and this is a rod that I use to cast, as you can see, big spoons, big jerk baits, big swim baits for those predators that are coming in. For example, if you guys have seen some of my episodes, I've caught big jacks, big redfish, and the reason why I chose this rod on this review is because it is extremely light. As you can see here, it has a little bit of backbone, not as big as the other one, but definitely helps out. He does make them in 8'6", 9-footers, 7-footers, even 11. Great rod. It has Fuji guides, as you can see, and I got it paired with a Shimano Shield 6000. Price for this rod could go from $110 to $183, depending on the size you're getting. This one that I use here is an 8'6", and the reason why I use it for these jerk baits or these lures, as you can see, it is because it is a little bit lighter than most heavier rods. So this is also a medium light, 8'6", easy to cast out, and won't tire your shoulders out as much as those bigger, thicker rods. All right, so that is rod number 4. We're getting into rod number 5 and why I saved this for the last. All right, everybody, let's get into the last rod. We saved the heaviest one. This is an extra heavy rod. This is called the Shimano Terramar. A lot of you guys, especially those that are big into pier fishing, use this rod. And why do I left this one for last? It is valued about $130 to $180. Now, what makes this rod so much valuable, it does have Fuji guides. This is an 8-foot rod, extra heavy. As you can see right here, it is very thick in the bottom. These rods actually have lifetime warranty on them. And now, why do I use this rod? These are the rods that I use for those big monster jacks, those massive reds, those tarpon, those massive snook. This is a rod I definitely recommend you guys. This is an 8-foot rod. Line capacity on this rod is 20 to 40 pounds. So just a rod you could use a 6,000, a 5,000, even an 8,000 size reel. What I have this one paired with is a Daiwa BG 6000 for those big fish. This is you could use when you're king fishing, when you're tarpon fishing, when you're snook, when you're redfish. This is valued, like I said, one more time, at $130 to $180 lifetime warranty Fuji guide. So hope you guys, this episode helped you guys on choosing the right rod, especially when you're pier fishing. If you guys enjoyed this week's episode, make sure to hit that thumbs up. If you guys have any more requests on my videos, please comment down below and I'll try to go over these things. All right, till next time, guys.